And it feels like it's been forever and yet yesterday. Welcome, Blockchain Heroes community, to the Hero Report from March 29th, 2023. This used to be a weekly thing for us in the height of the NFT heyday. And of course, the bear market has beaten the crap out of everybody. And so we slowed our roll, giving the market time to reassess itself and find its equilibrium. And but we have not gone away. So a bunch of stuff to talk about in the Blockchain Heroes universe, with one major announcement that I think you guys are going to absolutely freak out and love. It's going to be amazing. So let me go ahead and move forward. And we're going to talk about what it's like to be a hero in the bear market. Yes, you still have the right to bear arms. First thing is, with Bitcoin ordinals becoming NFTs on Bitcoin becoming a thing, I'm like, well, I don't really understand this. In fact, I want to get somebody on the Nifty show to explain it to us. But Blockchain Heroes have invaded the Bitcoin blockchain. This is ordinal inscription number 167353, and the original sketch of Genesis that the artist was approved to then go and produce the final character is forever immortalized on the Bitcoin blockchain. I don't know what that means. It's not for sale. It's just there. And I feel like being inspired by Satoshi, that Genesis should represent on Bitcoin, it seemed like the right thing to do. So if you ever want to go look it up for yourself, the ordinal inscription 167353 will take you directly there to the page where Genesis now lives for all of eternity on the Bitcoin blockchain. The Quid launch of Retro Rebellion went very well. I heard from Quid last week. This is the fourth series of Blockchain Heroes that have been done with different variations, usually a border, an animation, something like that, to bring the Blockchain Heroes universe to a new audience via the Quid app. I'm actually going to pull up the app, their web page right here. I'm logged into my account. Market.onquid.com is the website. This is my account right here. This is the Blockchain Heroes Retro Rebellion page. And these are some of the NFTs that I pulled out. Now, everything that is in this collection, they have made mintable to Ethereum, to a Quid X Blockchain Heroes collection on Ethereum. So, I don't know that I'm a big fan of minting commons or uncommons, but if you've got something that's rare that you want to put out there onto Ethereum, you can do that. And you can also move them back. Now, they are not yet done with this collection. My understanding is, if I go to the main page, here it is right here, that you can still purchase. I think they said they did 83 or 84% of packs, which was really high for this market, were sold, but there are still packs that are available here with some unique rewards in them. And I don't know if they've made this announcement yet. And I wish I had a picture of it to show you here, but we did something really special for the Quid community. We ideated a hero and a villain that have never been released before, specifically for the Quid community. Why don't you talk about those a second, Riles? I'm going to see if I can actually locate them.
Sure. It was an absolute blast just having the opportunity to release new characters. And honestly, just the Quid release was such a great excuse to release new characters. So I wanted to design characters that were obviously inspired by the aesthetic and themes of Quid, and perhaps even take a little bit of that incredibly distinct name and apply that to these characters. So we created Quorum and Quandary. There's a lot of QU going around, where Quorum is a sort of representation of the Quid community, and Quandary, our latest villainous iteration of the concept of FUD, a sort of wispy demon that possesses individuals. And then you'll be able to see in the designs once they get pulled up that we sort of tied these into each other to create a sort of 80s vibe ghost hunt setting where you have these young punks that are set out to hunt down this monster that's terrorizing this mansion.
Continue. I'm still looking for them. I'm going to find them because I prepared everything last minute today and I have most of it done, and I forgot to include these.
They really exemplify how far the series has come since it was first created, both from an artistic quality standpoint, because what we've created since Retro Rebellion is clearly a league ahead of Series 1, as good as Series 1 was. But also, I take a lot of pride in how these are actually designed and composed. And I'm really looking forward to
remind me of, I'm searching my email for their name. What was the name again?
Quorum and Quandary.
Okay, I think maybe I found it. Hang on. I'm looking for the outbound email that I sent to them. They're going to be announcing this to their people, I believe. I found the Dropbox. Okay, yay. This is good. Hold tight. All right, here we go. So this is with does not have the final nameplate on it, but this is the villain Quandary right there.
There we go. There's the FUD demon.
Sick.
Yeah, he's cool. And of course, lots of purple. And then the other one is Quorum. And I love the way that the reflection in the helmet. There you go. And this represents the Quid community. So they love this type of thing, and I think that they're going to be blown away. In fact, I'm not sure that Quid is going to do this, but I encourage them to do something which follows in our tracks of what we like to do, which is surprise and delight. And the hero and the villain are designed as rewards for people who do a lot with the collections and complete. But I said, hey, why not do a common version of each of these and drop them to anyone who bought packs, right? Because that's the way we roll. You play, you win prizes. And so they really like the idea. I have not seen the official announcement yet, but I'm hoping that that's what they're going to do. It's I don't think it's too late to participate. So even if you go and just buy one pack, that would qualify you for these unique drops. These will not be released on Wax or anywhere else. These are only through Quid. So there you go. Good job ideating those, Sir Riles.
We know that that's how they're going to be drops now.
I'm pretty sure that was my recommendation to them. So I hope that's what's going to happen. So there you go. There's Quid. Let's see. Next up is, okay, everybody here should be a member of the Bad Crypto Nifty Club. If you're not, go get one of these at badcrypto.uncut.fm. We are airdropping NFTs on Polygon. This is not Blockchain Heroes. At least I think we've done one Blockchain Hero actually in a variation. We did Courage. So these are pretty much, we make cool stuff. If you listen to the show, sometimes we go, oh, for this episode, we should drop Bad Crypto Nifty Club members a thing. And you just have to have this card right here. I'm actually going to screen share the website itself so you can see. We're going to make a ton of money from this when you buy this. It's going to be absolutely, I'm going to retire on the 0.002 ETH that it costs to get one of these. It's basically, which is equivalent to about $3.60 right now.
Such a deal.
Yeah. Why do we put a price on it at all? Oh, there's Sir Lord Travis. Speak of the devil. Why do we put a price on it all? Because we don't want the bots taking them for free. So if somebody has to jump through even the smallest hoop to have one of these, then it stops the bots from doing their thing. Hey, Trav.
How's it going, guys?
Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you, brother. Just talking about the Nifty Club here. And
all these awesome people, man. Look at it. I got Brian Stricken here, Hurricane Shane. You got William right there, Technical Rift. You got Jimmy. Damn, haven't seen Jimmy forever. What is up, brother? King Snorky. Nice. So many awesome people in here. And then all the people who don't show their faces. That's cool.
These are not all of them, but these are some of the ones that were created. This, if you're, I'm going to go to this Bad AI show in just a moment, but this was airdropped to the earliest listeners of the Bad AI show. And then this one was episode number 666. And Trav and I are using a lot of AI. This was created with a little help from Midjourney and some prompts. So we're dropping this stuff for free. And we've got another one that we're lining up to drop. In fact, I can show you behind the scenes here. I have not minted it yet because I'm going to wait and give you guys an opportunity to get one of these memberships if you haven't yet. And I'm probably going to drop it tomorrow. And it is, let's see, NFTs. This is the administrative panel for see more. Here it is. This one's called Who's Bad. And this is Trav and I in our traditional pose, but AI-ified as Pixar 3D characters.
I get more handsome, which is nice.
Yeah, you end up looking.
That does usually happen.
You end up looking more like me.
I get more buff. My hair gets awesome.
You look more like me.
Okay. Yeah, I do. We're like sharing the same fucking glasses. That's weird.
Pretty funny. So you guys might want to go and pick one of those up. The next drop is going to happen tomorrow. Again, go to badcrypto.uncut.fm. And now I mentioned that, we are getting into AI. We are now 6 episodes in, and the Bad AI show is like number 150 in technology in iTunes. So it's off and running, and our listenership and our viewership is increasing. So both the podcast downloads and YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey videos are happening. And Travis, every day, he's like messaging me several times, dude, you got to check out what I discovered. Oh, you got to look at this tool. You got to see. We are going deep down this rabbit hole and showing people how to use tools. It's fun stuff.
I would actually say this. I mean, it's like somebody made a comment. I think it was on Instagram and it said, oh, you guys were on crypto. Now you're on AI. I've totally lost all respect for you. And I was like, dude, we've been talking about the future of technology and as it evolves and educating people about that for now 25 years. We've been doing it since the mid 90s, literally talking about what we see, what we learn, and then teaching you guys about it along the way. And so if it's interesting and fun and it snags our attention, then we want to share what we learn along the way. So other people know, because we really got to keep an eye on AI, because it could get bad if we don't, talk about it.
So here's where we could use your assistance. This cool NFT right here, this golden Bad AI show NFT, is for supporters that take action on our behalf and on behalf of the community. So we're going to give this away and airdrop this on Polygon to people who review us on iTunes with 5 stars, do a screen capture of your review, and email it to us at badcryptopodcast@gmail.com along with your Ethereum wallet address. That's it. Go review it, screen cap it, send it to us with your Ethereum wallet. And I'm making a list of the addresses that come in, because we've had a bunch of people do it already. And I want to make sure you guys have the opportunity to get one of these as well. And of course, your support.
I don't have iTunes, and I love you.
So you can download iTunes. Anybody can get iTunes. You don't have to have.
Why would I want it?
Oh, well.
Why would I want it? I've never Appled. I'm not going to Apple today.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. There's nowhere else. If you're aware of somewhere else that you can write reviews, I don't think you can on Google Play. You can't on Spotify. You can't on iHeart. Maybe Stitcher. If Stitcher lets you write reviews, I'd accept that.
I will scream from the top of my house.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So if you don't leave a review, or you can't leave a review, we're going to send you an NFT of a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
So you're going to drop one in your Ethereum wallet.
So there you go. There's that. Okay. Told you guys that a new activity is coming your way, and ready to announce this. I'm going to play a video for you that shows what we're doing. Then I'm going to describe it in detail. Of course, being on Zoom, the video won't be as crisp or as clear as we want, but this video you're going to see will be dropped as a promotional to NFT to everybody that's holding at least 20 blockchain heroes, and that'll go out tonight. So buckle in. Here it is. There it is. Blockchain Heroes Energized. We've had so much fun with this. We've had so much fun playing with AI. And when we started taking our heroes and plugging them into the tools that are out there, came up with some really interesting reimagined stuff. And both of us, we're spending so much time making these. It's fun.
And once you had the artwork, right, which we did with the naked original pieces of artwork, to be able to then use some of these really cool AI tools and then animate them, and then giving them additional commands to do certain things. I would say, each one of these characters, several were created to come up with one that met what we were trying to do. And I would say this, because I could see that they weren't really animated very well on that video, but you can see like they do some really cool stuff. Most of them are about 7 to 10 seconds of animation.
Yeah, some of them a little longer, 7 to 12, I would say, for most of them. In the video, there's just like a 1-second clip where you can barely see the transition taking place. But let me show you. I'm going to share. We're going to go through the characters themselves. There are 6 rarities of the characters, and hang on a second. Let me find.
That's a nice hat, by the way, Joel.
Jimmy.
I bet Jimmy over there likes that hat.
Jimmy, I wanted to represent Jimmy. Okay, there is my player. There he is. All right. So these are in no particular order. They're alphabetical here in my folder, but they each have different rarities. Like I think Admiral Banks is a common. So what you'll see with these is that they go forward to its final, and then they loop backwards back to the original. And most of them, the prompts were given to do it in a comic book style, but they will infinitely loop when you're watching them. I wonder if I can get it to do that here. I like the way the AI is like takes her, look at her hair, watch her hair, and watch what happens. It ends up having 2 subwoofers there. Her hair turns into this dog as well. And I should be able to just click next on here to forward to, let's see if it'll let me do it. All right.
I just appreciate the bar being set high here.
Well, and this is a value add for you guys. Okay. We're not selling these. This is a part of a passion project for us that we're like, hey, let's reward our collectors. These people have a lot of NFTs sitting in their wallet because of the bear market. The value of a lot of them has gone down. Let's add some utility. And there's absolutely no money in this for us. This is purely, a love letter to
Wait, what are you doing?
Audience. What's that?
What are you doing?
Where you're going to be able to get these by burning common cards. Okay. So there's that. Yeah, nobody's paying for these. This is the only promo, the only partner card that we created, because how do we not create Atomic Atom?
And look how badass it looked, man. Like this one was so good. And then that little bird down below turned into a little baby Atomic Atom, Superman guy.
For almost the entirety of this animation loop, his mind is thoroughly not blown.
Right. Yeah, well, the mind blown turned into like a sun behind him.
Yeah, it's like a planet with like a Saturn with rings around it. So there's that. Okay,
it's like that one little burger guy. What's that burger guy's name? Like Big Boy? Kind of look like Big Boy.
Yeah, he did look like Big Boy. Here's the bro. The bro is back, and he is full on hippie.
You know what's actually really cool about these guys when you take a look at it and you think about it is that basically it's 7 to 12 seconds of this thing morphing, and basically each one of these is its own, like each little, I don't know, 2, 3, I don't know how many there are per second, but there's like so many frames per second. So there's so many different variant sort of images plugged into this one NFT. So it's not an NFT that's morphing into something else. It's actually multiple NFTs that build upon itself. Essentially, it's really interesting.
I think Riles at some point there, it might have built a 7-sided die too. You know,
I'm
if you
pretty
want.
sure that there were a lot of different numbers of side the dice in here.
Yeah, one turned into runes.
Comrade Misha.
This is actually Cocaine Bear. In case you guys didn't know.
The AI almost makes it look like the guns are firing.
Yeah. Data Avenger, one of our classics, inspired by Brittany Kaiser.
She kind of turns into a cop at the end. I kind of want her to frisk me, like right there near the end.
The D-Gen Dino. Watch the end of this one because he
Evolutionary speed run
turns into a guy.
Dude, he's got to. Like, whose hand is in my pocket? Dude, get your hand out of my pocket, weirdo. Like, wait a second. You can keep it there. It's okay.
Of course,
this was taken while he was in his flamethrower phase.
Yeah, these will loop infinitely as an NFT. There's the Doge Burris.
That's what was so wild about these, Joel, is that, you know, you really had to tell it. It's all about prompt engineering now, telling AI exactly what you want it to do, because you can say things in a certain way and it just goes off in its own random way. So you got to be like, how do we tune this down to make it cooler? And some of them came out spectacular. This one Joel did. This one's badass.
I love the way that the wing of the car of the DeLorean turns into another DeLorean up top.
2 for the price of 1. It's pretty good.
Right. So in case you need a getaway car from your car because you blew it up because your flamethrower was too hot. Oh, I love the way Encrypt Keeper came out. So fun. There's 37 of these in all. Oh, look at the Ether Beast. He turned into like a Mothra 7-legged Godzilla beast monster.
It's really interesting about that one, Joel, is like an Ethereum logo came in there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's cool. Let's look at that again. It's like AI said, hey, don't forget ERC20s, guys. There it is.
Get your shit coins while they're hot.
Gadget Dan doing his thing. Okay, now what I'm about to show you after Gadget Dan here is the 1 of 1. Okay, so there's 2,000 packs. That means there's 2,000 of these NFTs. Of the commons, there are 160 each. The uncommons, there's 80 each. The rares are 40 each. The epics, there's 20 of each one. The legendaries, there are 10, and the mythics, there are 5. So each character is assigned to one category. So there will be 5 or 6 of them that there's 160 supply, and there's 5 or 6 of them that are a supply of 5, and everything in between. This is Trav did a really good job on this. This is the Genesis 1 of 1 that is in the set of 2,000.
I think this one's like 20 seconds. It was originally 21 seconds was the goal on this one.
It's a long one, and you can kind of see that we left the nameplates on this. So this is the only one that we left the nameplate, Blockchain Heroes, and his name on there. And of course, Electric Genesis is still out there. There's like 700 Series 1 hero packs that are still unopened, and Electric is still in there. This is less rare. You got a 1 in 2,000 chance of getting this.
This one came out so cool. Like, we tested out so many different variations on what we wanted to do. And then I said, you know what? Let me bring in the electric one, play around with it, and then show that one to Joel. Now, what I love about it is you got this little dude down here at the bottom who's clearly a cypherpunk, I would assume. And then it's like he's giving the power of crypto to the guy. It came out really beautiful.
Ginger Girl doing Ginger Girl things. Very superhero-y. Oh, it's kind of, you know what I didn't see before is in the background, you can kind of see some faces. Look up here. It's almost like you could see her face again.
Mm.
And these will be smoother when you see them on your screen. On Zoom, we're probably dropping frames and it's not quite as detailed. This would be the grand auditor. A much younger Ron Paul with flowing locks. Gridmaster.
Those are super sweet flowing locks. Like I love those locks. Now this one was actually a challenge to get it to kind of stay within its realm with not changing too much. It looks like the tires are burning off, and it actually looks like it's moving, which is pretty cool.
It does.
That one was interesting to play with.
There's Jay Rec doing his stuff at his computer, dominating the world.
That was one of the first ones that we did because we were playing. I was playing around and I was like, man, we could actually animate his screen, which could be fun.
Kickflip Omega. So AI.
This one right here, Joel, was like, I told it to give me a Grand Theft Auto kind of a style meeting Scanner Darkly. So like that one right there is kind of what you get. Grand Theft Auto 4 meets Scanner Darkly, kind of a comic book-y vibe kind of thing.
And you'll notice the AI, Midjourney, and other AI tools don't do letters well yet. It doesn't do text well, which is why your letters end up just becoming a mishmash of other nonsensical words and then just symbols and patterns that it just doesn't know what to do with them yet. Probably next week that'll all change. You know, who knows? Everything's moving so quickly. There's Knight Errant. Lord Grimm.
I love this one. This one was so fun to play around with because he ends up. There was another one he did that he kind of ended up looking like a DJ, but this one right here is like Day of the Dead, sort of, you know, retro wave Day of the Dead kind of guy. Came out looking so wild. His outfit is badass.
Magic Man doing his magic things. It's all sleight of hand. Master Control. I love the discs look like they've got, you know, actual spinning to them, and he ends up in this Iron Man type of outfit. Metallic turns into a muscular badass dude. What Vitalik will never look like, right there.
Dude, he kind of looks like a Wolverine thing without the claws. Kind of, it's like. Argh. That shirt icon's kind of cool. It turned into something pretty badass. It's like,
it keeps
like
changing. Yeah, you're right. It's like X. There's the Overseer.
That was sort of a comic book illustration style.
I like the way it keeps the Bitcoin behind her. Here's Plux jamming out. Look at him. He gets super high tech. This actually fits so well with Retro Rebellion and the synthwave theme. Like if we're going from, you know, he's a man here, but if Plux were AI himself, this could be what he looks like.
Yeah, that is actually a Fat Jimmy amp. So you guys know. It's true.
Jimmy, can you make us this guitar? Look at all the pickups on this guitar.
I could send you a logo to put on the amp.
So fun.
Jesus.
Look at what it did with McAfee. There's a Renegade redone, and the AI knew McAfee pretty well to be able to create this. It had to be told. This is not just, you know, a soldier. If you did that, it turned him into a random soldier. But by including John McAfee in the prompt, it stayed pretty true to form. I mean, he starts out, you know, in the original, it's just him and his arm full of weaponry. And by the time it's done, you go bots to tanks to more military guys behind him.
He's like an army of one, for real.
Now, what the hell happened here? Okay, this is Res Feed.
ResFeed is a horror too eldritch to be comprehended even by artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it really is. And so what AI saw was these demonic cats, which might not be too far from the truth. I don't know.
Look at that pit, though. You can see the pit still there.
So that's cool. Robin Hood. Love the way this one turned out. There we are. Sooth and Sayer doing their thing with extra hands like coming out of our chest. Look at there.
Well, we're trying to split up, I think, and it's like, get off of me. I was like, it's time to have Sooth his own, or Sayer, whichever one I am. I don't even know which one I am.
Mitosis Illustrated.
Don't step on mitosis. Richard Stahl's Child also came out fantastic.
Actually, the bulge got bigger in our pants, which was nice. It was like, I think we're eventually, if you would have made like 30 seconds, we probably would have split apart.
How do you even notice that?
Because it was just funny. Because I was like, look at that. Like the crotch area, the whole area is getting bigger.
The crotchal region.
It's just wishful thinking. I was like, I'm tired of sharing a body with Joel. We gotta fucking opt out. What the hell's going on with this guy? Like,
Stampede.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, the prophet. I mean, look at this. It's like every variation of traditional biblical prophet you can imagine is right there. And if you look at the tablet on the ground, this is kind of interesting. It kind of like it starts as the dollar tablet busted, but it turns into two stacks and it looks like playing cards, and then for a minute it looks like gold.
Yeah, it looks like two stacks of gold, two bricks.
So fun. And then I think this is the last, not the last one, Warring Lizard.
Oh, look at it. That's
110/24th. Legit. And finally, the character that is after Genesis, I think the most loved character in the series is the Wizard, and so he's the one that ended up gracing the pack cover. And he goes, I mean,
that one just came out amazing. Like each frame is art worthy.
Okay, so that's all of them. There are 37, and I'll just give you a quick rundown. For example, the commons, of which there's 160 each: Gadget Dan, Knight Errant, Grand Auditor, J-Rec, Kickflick Omega, and Robin Hood. So 160 of each of those in the set of 2000. The uncommons, of which there are 80 each: Amp and Subwoofer, Chaos Theory, Data Avenger, Degen Dino, Ginger Girl, Overseer, and Admiral Banks. The rares, of which there are 40: Arbiter Prime, Plux, Res Feed, Sooth and Sayer, Richard Stahl's Child, Stampede, and Warring Lizard. The epics, of which there are 20: Atomic Atom, Comrade Misha, Doc, Magic Man, Master Control, Metallic. The legendaries, there are 10 of each of these: Doge Barris, Ether Beast, Gridmaster, Lord Grim, and the Prophet. And then the mythics are Bitcoin Bro, Elon Dusk, and Crypt Keeper, Renegade, and the Wizard. Of course, then followed up with the one of one Genesis. So the question then becomes, all right, how do we get these? It happens starting on Monday. Is Monday the 3rd or the 4th? I might have had the wrong date in the video. You know what? Let me check my video again really quick. Because
Monday is the 3rd.
Monday's the 3rd, but what did I put in the video is the question.
The 4th.
I did?
Yes.
So I think probably need to push it to the 4th then. Go with Tuesday to not, because I'd rather people show up and be early than show up and be late. What do you think? What do you guys think? I messed up. Should I start Monday the 3rd or do what's in the promo?
It's NF Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we'll do Tuesday. So Tuesday the 4th is when it'll start at noon. That's when it opens up. And there's 37 heroes in Village, All the rarities are included. I've shown you all the characters already. Here's how you get packs. There will be, we're going to use Series 1, First Strike, and Retro Rebellion. Those are how the ones you're going to burn, and it'll have to be from one set using the Nefty Blocks tools. I think I've got it figured out how to do pre-mints for these and how to do the burns. I think I've got it all set up, but there's no way to combine them. So it can't be commons from Series 1 and First Strike. It's got to be, there'll be 3 different ways to burn. You'll pick, okay, I'm burning 20 Series 1s for this pack. They're all the same packs resulting, but you'll have to pick from one of the series. Any 20 commons from the traditional series is what you're going to burn. And those 20 commons will then get you a pack, which you'll be able to open up right away and see which of these you get inside.